Hi everyone, my name is Miss Abby. I'm so excited to see you for our very first after school story time for K through 5. Welcome, I'm so glad you're here. So before we get started, we'll talk more about Chinese New Year today. Now I want to teach you a song that we're going to sing at the beginning of these story times. It's pretty fun, it's also pretty active. So we're going to start by clapping our hands. This is a song from Narwhals and Waterfalls, so you might have heard it. All right, so clap your hands with me. Very good. I'm here and you are here, we are all together. I am here and you are here, we're gonna have some fun. Gonna clap my hands. Very nice, now we'll add something. Let's stomp our feet. Gonna stomp my feet. Very good. I am here and you are here, we are all together. I am here and you are here, we're gonna have some fun. Gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. One more. I'm gonna nod my head. Very nice, let's do all three. I am here and you are here, we are all together. I am here and you are here, we're gonna have some fun. Very nice, now stop clapping your hands. Very good. Stop stomping your feet. Very good. Oh, now stop nodding your head. Oh, very nice, yay, great job. All right, so now let's get ready to read our story. Today we're going to read Ruby's Chinese New Year. It's by Vicky Lee and illustrated by Joey Cho. Chinese New Year is on February 1st. It's pretty exciting. Every year, Ruby's grandmother came to visit for Chinese New Year. Together, they celebrated, eating special foods and making drawings for good luck. But this year, grandmother was unable to travel. She would miss spending the holiday with Ruby. And so, Ruby made a decision. If grandmother could not come to Ruby, Ruby would go to grandmother. Ruby drew the most beautiful picture of her family seated around a table full of noodles, dumplings, fish, vegetables, and holiday sweets. A gift for grandmother. She folded the red paper, tucked it into a red envelope, and slipped it into her pocket. Not far down the path, Ruby spied Cat and Rat. Hello, Cat and Rat. I'm taking a gift for Chinese New Year to grandmother. Would you like to come along? Yes, of course, said Cat. But how will we cross the meadow and the pond? Let's ask Ox, said Rat. She's so strong and dependable. And so Cat and Rat and Ruby continued on their way. Ox was walking along the path to the farmer's home. On her back, she carried packages of rice cakes and candies, sweet treats for the new year. Hello, Ox, called Cat and Rat. We are taking a gift for Chinese New Year to grandmother. Would you like to come along?
I would be happy to, said Ox. Climb on my back, we will make the journey together.
And so Ox, Cat, and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. Before the group had taken 2 steps, Tiger and Rabbit bounded out of the bushes, streamers flying behind them. Hello, Tiger. Hello, Rabbit.
Oh, hello, Tiger. Hello, Rabbit, said Ox. We are taking a gift for Chinese New Year to grandmother. Would you like to come along?
Oh, yes, that sounds fun, said Tiger and Rabbit in unison. And so, Cat took a seat on Tiger's powerful back, and Rat perched between Rabbit's soft, friendly ears. Together, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat, and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. They soon passed Dragon and Snake, who were making paper lanterns. Hello, friends. Where are you off to? Asked Snake. We are taking a gift to grandmother, said Tiger. Would you like to come along? Of course I would. Snake loved grandmother and was happy to visit her. We will bring the lanterns, said Snake. Will you come too, Dragon? Asked Rabbit. Of course, said Dragon. who was always ready for an adventure. So Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. As they walked along, Ruby saw Horse and Goat grazing in the meadow. "Hello," said Dragon and Snake. "We are taking a gift to Grandmother. Would you like to come along?" "Yes," said Horse and Goat together. They said yes. First, they gathered flowers from the meadow. Then Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. After a short while, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby reached the pond where Monkey and Rooster were catching fish for the holiday feast. And through the shrubs just on the other side, Ruby could see Grandmother's house. They're so close. With a leap and a bound, Ruby dove into the pond. She would swim to Grandmother's. She was so close. I wonder what will happen. Oh, oh no. When Ruby finally reached the other side of the pond, Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox and Cat and Rat were waiting with her card for Grandmother. "Oh no," cried Ruby, "it's ruined. Everything is ruined." "Aw." It's not ruined," cried Rooster. "We have fish," said Monkey. "And flowers," said Horse and Goat. "We have lanterns," said Dragon and Snake. "And streamers," added Tiger and Rabbit. "We have rice cakes and sweets," said Ox. "And we have our family," said Cat and Rat, looking toward the house. As Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby turned to look, Dog and Pig came racing out to greet them. They covered Ruby's face with kisses and tickled her until she shrieked with joy. The door opened and Grandmother appeared. "Ruby, what a wonderful surprise," said Grandmother. "I brought you a gift for Chinese New Year," said Ruby, "but it's wet and ruined." "Don't worry," said Grandmother, "it will dry, and seeing you and your friends today is the best gift of all." Together, Dog and Pig, Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Rat, Ruby, and Grandmother laid out their table. Everyone was ready to celebrate Chinese New Year, except for Cat, who had fallen fast asleep. The end. Yay, I liked that book. I hope you liked it too. So this talks about Chinese New Year, which is a tradition you might not know about. It happens at different times during the year because it depends on when the moon is in the sky, when the full moon appears. So sometimes it's called Lunar New Year instead of Chinese New Year because people in China celebrate it and people other places celebrate it too. So now we're gonna make a craft that's gonna be a really cool addition to this. We talked about it in here. We're gonna make a paper lantern. It looks like this. We usually see these throughout Chinese New Year, but they do a lot with them at the end of Chinese New Year. So let's do it, let's go.
So for our craft today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use all of these to make a cool paper lantern. So first thing that you'll need a pencil. We'll use this later. We'll use this later. You'll also need a straight edge. Now, for a straight edge, you can use a ruler if you have one. If you don't have one, you can use anything that has a straight edge on the bottom. So like this box of tissues has a straight edge. I could use that. But for now, what I'm going to use is just another piece of paper for my straight edge. So I have my piece of paper, and you can use really any piece of paper that you have. And what you're going to start doing, you're going to fold it in half lengthwise. So the longest way that you can fold it Some people call this hot dog style. You can fold it hot dog style. Just in half. And now I want to set a line to make sure I don't cut too far. I'm going to go about an inch down, maybe a little more. I'm going to just try and make sure my edge is straight enough. If you're not sure what an inch is, if you don't have a ruler, you can use this part of your finger. That ends up being usually about an inch. So I'm going to make sure this is straight. Well, straight enough. And now I'm going to draw a line here. My line isn't perfect, but that's okay. So I have this. Now I'm going to make some cuts in my paper. I'm going to make sure I don't go beyond this line because I don't want to end up with just a bunch of pieces of scraps. I'm trying to make the cuts also about an inch wide, but mine really aren't going to be perfect, and that's okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to unfold it. Once I unfold it, I can see on this side, it looks a little bit nicer than on the other side, because on this side it has some of these pencil markings. It's up to you, however you want to do it. I'm going to decide to decorate mine. You know what? I'm going to use this side. So I want to decorate the top and the bottom. You can decorate it however you like. I really like these little swirls, and I'm going to make some stars. With yours, you can decide to color it in more. You can color all of it, a little bit of it, none of it, however you decide, because this is your project, and you get to create it the way that you want it to look. So I'm pretty okay with the way this looks now. So now I'm going to bring it together. You'll need tape, or if you have a stapler at home you can use, you could do that. So instead of bringing together these two sides, I'm going to fold it in half, hamburger style. So like this. I'm going to make sure the two sides connect. So I have this here. Take a little bit of this, and I'm going to secure it. I'm going to do the same on the other side. There we go. So here's my paper lantern. I kind of like it, but I want to be able to hang it up. So I'm going to take another piece of paper and going about an inch in this way, I'm going to draw a straight line like this. And this is going to make a handle. So then this way I'm going to be able to hang it. Again, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I kind of like it when it's not completely perfect. So we're going to go like this. I want to tape it on the inside. So I found my seam here. Go like this. Here's one side. I'm going to go around to the other side. And then there we go. Here's my paper lantern. So mine, it's kind of coming up on this side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add an extra piece of tape just to make sure it doesn't come up quite as much. So then there you have it. Here is your paper lantern. Yours may end up looking different, and that's totally okay. Now, if you're having trouble with this, if this is a bit too hard, what you can do is you can try just some regular paper that you might use at school, regular lined paper. To do that, what you'll end up doing, you'll fold it in half the same way, but you'll cut to this line. And you can use the lines over here to help guide you if you want to. And then when it comes time for your handle, you'll just cut another piece of paper, the top right here. You can use that as your handle, and then it'll end up looking something like this, or more decorated if you want to. The traditional colors for Chinese New Year are red. Red is for prosperity and wealth, but yours does not have to be red. So there you have it. I hope you had fun. Enjoy!
Oh, fantastic. Thank you all so much for doing that with me. I hope you really enjoy making your paper lanterns. Well, today we had such a great time. We did so much, and now it's time to say goodbye. So let's sing. I am here and you are here. We are all together. I am here and you are here. We had so much fun. We read a book. We made a craft. We sang a song. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week. Bye.